Hi, and welcome to the final Walking Chaos Captains Meeting for 2015. I'm your host, J-Dub, and I will be talking to you a little bit about our event. And if you've played our event before, then you probably don't need to watch this video. But if you have not or haven't played in a while, then hey, a little refresher never killed anyone. Alright, so the first thing that I would like to discuss is the housekeeping rules of our lovely facility at Camp Pendleton. As you may or may not know, the paintball park at Camp Pendleton is a United States Marine base. And so we are beholden to follow their rules. So we cannot be speeding in the parking lot. There are 5-mile-per-hour signs posted everywhere, so please do not speed in the parking lot. Also, as I said, it is a base, so please have the proper paperwork necessary to get on there without any problems. That includes a valid ID. Drivers must have a valid driver's license as well as insurance. We are a small paintball league in the great scheme of things, so we can only do so much. If you guys get stopped at the gate because you don't have the right paperwork, there's nothing we can really do about it. So please prepare yourself. Hopefully you have a valid ID, and just make sure that you have everything that you need to get on there, because we would hate for you not to be able to play because you couldn't get on base. Parking situation. So you are only allowed to park in the parking lot by the porta potties, but you can drop your gear off inside. So just drop yourself off and then park your car by the porta potties. Registration will start at 6:30 a.m. It would be fabulous if you were there and I was there at the same time, and then we could get this registration out of the way and we could start the event on time. We will be emailing you the paintball park field waivers. So if you could fill those out before you get there, have them filled out before you come up to the registration desk, that would be fantastic. General rules for Race 2 format. Gun mode, 13 BPS, PSP ramping, marker velocity, 300 feet per second. The teams switch sides after every point, and on the day of, you will receive a schedule. The first team listed is going to start on my left. I am looking out at the snake. That's where I'll be, looking at the snake. And you're going to start on my left-hand side. Very important that you start on the appropriate side, because we use that to, it's important for our announcer and also when we're editing video. So please start on the correct side. It'll make things a lot easier, and then we won't call out points for other teams, and then you'll get mad, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, there's 2 minutes between points. There will be 1 2-minute timeout per team per match. Teams may concede points, and there will be concede horns in the pits. There will be no overtime for tied matches in preliminary rounds. So we're only playing overtime in finals. And the AFPL follows the PSP rulebook. All right, so as far as ID cards go, make sure, players, that you always have your ID cards on you, because we will be doing checks at the gate, random checks. So be sure to have those on you at all times when you're playing. If you are a team that is adding a player, you can add players throughout the entire event until your roster is filled up. Once the event begins, you may not remove any players from your roster, but if you still have slots open, you can add players. You can add until your roster is completely full. Filming. So one of the things that we offer teams at the AFPL is everybody walks away with a match video. Win or lose, you get a match video. We do not film every single match, but every team will have at least one match filmed. One of the cool things about this event is we have shirts. So we will have AFPL shirts if you want to show your love and support for the AFPL. You can wear it on your chest because we'll have AFPL and AFPL Worldwide shirts for sale. They will be a whopping $15, and they are lovely shirts, I've been told. So yeah, this will be the first event, so get your hands on them before they're gone. They tend to move pretty quickly. At the AFPL, we move very quickly. We're trying to get these teams, it's turn and burn. So make sure that you always have a schedule. Make sure that someone is in charge of keeping track of who's next and when your team is playing next. And if you have any questions about that, please see me. I'll have a bunch of schedules. So if you need 1, 2, 3, however many schedules you need, come and get them, because we don't want you to miss a match because you weren't ready. Our head ref is Mr. David Diaz, and he would love to hear any feedback and points of contention that you have with any of the calls made, as long as it happens off the field. We don't want to lose any time because teams are arguing, so take it off the field. Otherwise, Mr. Diaz will have to deal with you sternly. And though he's a lovely young man, he can be very ominous when he wants to. Teams, be ready. Once a match ends, the following teams have 1 minute before the start of their match. So we're moving things very, very quickly. And you'll hear the announcement. I'll announce when the 1 minute clock has started. If anybody have any questions about that, please let us know. We will be taking the top 4 teams for each division for moving on to finals, except for Red Zone, where we will only be taking the top 2. Any questionable calls or anything you want to discuss at length with Mr. Diaz, please do so off the field. We have a lot of teams, a lot of games that we need to get through, and we need to keep things moving, so please don't start arguing with the refs on the field. Guys, event number 4, we finally made it. It's going to be a great weekend. We're super excited to be there. We're super excited to see all of the people that we have met this year and give out some series trophies. It's going to be a great weekend, and we look forward to a great time to be had by all. See you, and thank you for choosing the AFPL for your tournament this weekend.